Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's video. Now, today's video is obviously your Monday Night Raw review, and you might be thinking, well, Monday Night Raw happened on Monday, and you're letting your thoughts out today? Yes, your favorite creators are getting it out the same day as me, probably. I know probably Santi got it out Tuesday. Um, I know Not Sam Wrestling just uploaded his like 15 minutes ago, and in my opinion, Not Sam's better than Santi, but personal opinions. Santi has better quality, better editing, but Not Sam has better takes. Just FYI. Anywho, off that topic, let's get on to the Monday Night Raw review. We had a good Raw tonight, and I wrote it all down right here in the old trusty book. So, without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's give our thoughts on fantasy booking, which I'm going to be starting soon. I'm going to be starting new booking videos where I'll be, because I've always wanted to get into that type of stuff, and now I'm really kind of getting more into it. So I'm going to, especially after seeing Unreal, it kind of made me want to do it even more. But we're going to be doing videos like fantasy booking for the next PLE and for PLEs after that. Just seeing, like, I'm going to do one this week before SummerSlam. So who I think is going to win at SummerSlam, and then if they're going to go on to do something at War Games or at Clash in Paris, which those matches are pretty much already set. But enough of the talking. Let's get into it. Starting segment was a Jey Uso promo, and Jey hits the ring after the Hulk Hogan tribute, and before he could even address the crowd, Paul Heyman interrupts him, and which I think that was good decision, bad decision. You could really say whatever about that. I'm gonna turn on this light right here. Boom. All right. Anywho, you could really say whatever you want about the Jey Uso or Paul Heyman interrupting Jey Uso. I think it was a decent touch, but at the same time, we're trying to intervene Jey back with Rollins and them, which I think is not what we're gonna be doing. Just based off of what the current cards are looking like, and what Jay's doing, and what Punk's doing, and what everybody's doing that would be revolved around Rollins. I don't know if Jay's the right decision to keep having Paul come out here. I get it. You have a built-in storyline with the bloodline and everything like that, with Jay and Paul really having to be close together due to the fact that Roman introduced them to their family, But I don't know why, but I feel like my microphone thing's kind of high today. But yeah, I think that was weird touch Paul coming out, but I'm not mad at it at all. Heyman tells Jey that family will always get him in trouble. And y'all know, if I'm looking over here, I'm reading off the notes here of what happened, so I don't miss anything out. Heyman tells Jey that family will always get him in trouble, and he hopes Jey will finally step away from it and will finally do his own thing, which I think that was a weird thing to say, just due to the fact that he's been stepped away from the bloodline for a good while now, ever since War Games. So I think that was a weird touch to say. But to end off the segment, Jey says that him and Roman are going to beat Braun and Bronson at SummerSlam on night one, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what night they've announced it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be at night one. I feel like that'd be the only reasonable option. Yeah, I think that would be probably the best thing to do there. But yeah, wasn't mad at that promo. Could have got a lot more out of it, but what more can you get? You have a great in-ring worker. Oh my gosh, dude, the words really ain't coming today. I cannot lie. You got the great promo work of both Jey and Heyman. I thought that those two would clash together and offer us an awesome promo, but I still think there could have been more, which that's always what you want as a fan. You're always wanting more, and you're not really satisfied with anything. And I will say that's kind of how I am. I'm really not ever satisfied with any of the things that they're doing, but I think this promo was good, and it was worth our time. Next up, we had AJ Styles and the Kabuki Warriors taking on the Judgment Day, and we see, we know that AJ is going to face Dominic on night 2 of WrestleMania on August 3rd. That was recently released by WWE on a show, so now we know that. We know that that's going to be on night 2 We know that this is the first night, 2-night SummerSlam, and I think that's why we aren't seeing the SummerSlam happiness that we normally do. We all know, or for the people who have experienced a SummerSlam before, you know the hype to that SummerSlam. If you're really watching every show, you know that excitement that you get inside for the summertime PLE, it's something that you do not get with a Survivor Series feel. Like you just don't get anything else like it. So I think that it's awesome how SummerSlam's coming up. We're so excited, but at the same time, it's like that feeling isn't there this year. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the 2-night SummerSlam. I don't know if we have certain people in the card. I don't know if I'm not excited for the card. I don't really know why I'm feeling this way, but I don't know. I feel like it's just not what it's supposed to be. I feel like I'm not that excited for it this year, even though I'm really excited for the matches and stuff like that and where the storylines are going to go from here. But it's just like, I don't know if I can really get super excited about it just yet. But in the end, Styles hits the Phenomenal Forearm on Dominic Mysterio to get the win for his team. And at least Dominic took the pin here. Obviously saying that we're 9 times out of 10 going to get Dominic defeating AJ at SummerSlam. Even though his reign's been since WrestleMania in April, I think that still, yes, AJ deserves another win, but at the same time, if AJ wins, this was the last Monday Night Raw before SummerSlam. Where's Dominic gonna go? Are we gonna run with this Judgment Day breakup storyline? Are we gonna run with Dom trying to get back his title? If AJ wins, I don't know where we could go with Dominic from there, especially seeing him pin Dominic right here in this match right now. But I don't know where we can go after AJ Styles wins the championship, if he wins the championship at SummerSlam. That's going to be something I need y'all's opinions on as well. Don't know where anything will go after this, man. If AJ wins at SummerSlam, where are you going to go? And if AJ doesn't win, who's going to cost them? What's going to happen? Will it just be a clean win? Confusing. The next match was after a backstage confrontation. We get Sheamus versus Grayson Waller. This match had me really disappointed, not because of the in-ring status, but just because of we're really, really, really burying certain storylines. We're burying superstars. We're burying everything. So we had Sheamus and Grayson during this match right here. Sheamus looked like every time Grayson hit him with a move, he would just not even be fazed by it. And I get it. It might be selling. It's not selling. We've all saw Sheamus in the ring. He can do everything. But this match made Grayson look like a little P, and it's just because now we're trying to make him into a single star after every week, and we're putting him. He is the reason why we're putting people over. He's the guy that puts people over now. That's Grayson's role, and I don't like that. I don't like how we're using him like this because he's such a good in-ring talent. If we would just use him right. WWE has a serious problem with that. They get these good superstars and then they just completely leave them in the dust. And I think that's what's wrong with WWE right now. And that's probably my worst thing. But in the end, Sheamus ended up defeating Grayson Waller, and Rusev attacks him after the match, obviously getting into what could be Rusev versus Sheamus at SummerSlam. I don't think we have any more room on the card, so I don't think we're going to be getting that. It's probably going to be next week. But I think it's so weird how we started off from Sheamus standing up to a bully in Rusev to now this is our third match. It's what's going to be if they get this on Raw or SummerSlam. This is going to be their third match, so they got to do something crazy. But what else can they do? They've put on so many good matches. What else can they put on that would make us impressed? I don't know. But yeah, wasn't too happy with the match, but mostly I was excited. I was happy about the in-ring aspect of this match, but just not the storytelling building, which I think could definitely have been improved there and explained a little bit more. Next up, we get Lyra, Valkyria, and Becky Lynch for their final build before SummerSlam, and this needed to be huge. Obviously, we did not see Lyra on the card whenever the card was announced or whatever, but we kind of had an idea that we were going to see all the people who were in a match at SummerSlam or who are in a match at SummerSlam. They're going to be on this card, and they're going to be explaining stuff, But Lyra comes out and says that Becky's going to have to beat the light. Oh goodness, this is going to be a absolutely failed video if I don't lock in. But Lyra says that Becky's going to have to beat the life out of her to stop her from winning at SummerSlam, which obviously this is how Lyra's going to have to come, because I feel like Lyra's coming from an aspect of I think that Lyra Valkyria thinks that we aren't excited for this match. Because you only say that type of stuff if you think that the fans aren't excited. I don't know. I think that that's what she was kind of going for there, but it is what it is. I love this. I love this segment right here, especially with Becky coming out and kind of like standing there, but then Lyra kind of countering it and then hitting her with that kendo stick, which left a huge bruise on Becky. But I don't know. I just think that it wasn't what I wanted it to be. But I mean, again, I'm gonna be picky with everything because I want certain storylines to turn out this way, and sometimes they don't. It's just how it goes. But next up, we see Rhea Ripley, Stephanie Vauquer, Nikki Bella, and Io Sky defeat Naomi, Chelsea Green, and the Secret Service in a women's 8-woman tag match. Yeah. I thought that the match was good. The ending, I don't know how much I like it. I obviously love the babyfaces winning because they all stood tall at the end of the segment. But seeing how Becky, gosh, man, this is going to be a god-awful video. Sorry whoever is listening to this on their headphones. I probably would advise you to probably not watch this video at all because it's probably going to be horrible. But I guess the takes are worth it. And I mean, I have to get something out. Good night. Y'all been rushing me on Instagram. Y'all been commenting everywhere. Where the Raw review? I thought you said the Raw review was coming out today. Yeah, I thought it was. Jeez, matey. But yeah, I loved how Rhea and Io kind of had that face-off backstage. That was good because I was honestly confused on why they gave the win to the babyfaces after seeing how we're going to see Rhea and Io go against each other for that title against Naomi in that triple threat at SummerSlam. I thought it was very weird that we had two of the opponents in that match go against, be on the same team and go against the champion. I thought that was very weird, but we kind of got some storytelling from the in-ring aspect of that match. It was all right. The next match was the LWO going for the tag titles against the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day ends up winning this match after El Grande Americano gets involved after a very late involvement. And then we get a mystery masked man, which looked to be Pete Dunne. I don't know how I feel about it. Obviously, Pete Dunne's still on the roster. I've already checked. He's still on the WWE page, so it's definitely Pete Dunne. Because it can't be Chad Gable. He's obviously hurt. So we got Ludwig Kaiser and Pete Dunne. Why did we put these two in here? I get putting Ludwig Kaiser because he has kind of like the same body type as Chad Gable, and they're both ripped. I mean, that's the obvious thing to do there. But Pete Dunne, there's going to be no use for it. There's going to be no use. That is free money if I've ever seen it. Release him, let him go, get some money, and put it to a stage or something. Like, man, we don't need all these masked characters. At this point, they are so desperate for a storyline, and it ain't even funny. Like, can we just please run with the current storylines that we got instead of trying to make other crap? Like, nobody wants this. And I mean, I'm going to say that, and then one of y'all are going to say in the comments, I want it. It's like, dude, be completely honest with yourself. We were already kind of intrigued in the El Grande Americano storyline, but then whenever Chad went to Mexico, that really got interesting. I love that aspect of things. But now we're seeing everything just flip, and they're just doing things so much different. I don't like it. Next, this dude. What is bro barking about? But the next segment was the last build-up for CM Punk versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. I thought that this segment was really good. I'm going to read out some things that they said. Punk says that he needs to be world champ, which Punk really got all of the talking in this promo, which last week Gunther got all the talking, so I guess it's kind of boom, boom. But I really wanted to see them go head-to-head on the mic because both of them's incredible, and I thought that it would be really good if they do go head-to-head on the mic, but they didn't this time. Punk says that he earned to be called the best in the world, and the last thing that he said was when Punk says that whenever he beats Gunther for that World Heavyweight Championship, at least Gunther will be able to say that he stepped in the ring with the best in the world. So obviously he's kind of going in there as the veteran. He's going in there as the person who's trying to teach Gunther a lesson and teach the heel a lesson. Obviously normal babyface activity. But I think that this is good segments. Everything's going fine. It's just like, what else can we do that will make us interested, you know? Um, Punk and Gunther, I think that we definitely needed them going head to head on the mic. Obviously, I've already mentioned that. But what else can they do that will make me super excited for this match? I don't know. But the way Punk's getting the offense in this promo right here makes me think that Gunther's going to win. But there's just no way. This is going to be the first title Punk wins after being back into WWE, and he has to win this match. If he don't win this match, I'm not going to believe he's ever going to win one. And I cannot see the best in the world, CM Punk, the former WWE champion, one of the greatest of all time, go to the mid-card division and win a championship. I'm not going to see that. So I'm going to say that Punk wins the match at SummerSlam. But if Punk loses, you never know. Could take a break. Don't know. I think it would be ridiculous if Punk loses, but I mean, it's always an option whenever you're facing Gunther. People thought that he was going to lose to Goldberg. Let's be realistic. But yeah, Punk's the obvious answer for SummerSlam. But if they screw it up, I'm definitely gonna have some words to say about that. And the last segment / match is Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed, and this match could barely get started before they were on the outside. Braun Breaker comes out, spears Jey Uso, in which the fans started chanting OTC really loud, which makes me think that that Triple H are going to pick up on that and say, hey, we need to push you to the moon, put a rocket on you, let's go. I'm hoping that's what they're going to do with Roman Reigns. I want to see him win another championship before he retires, in which now we know he is 39 probably. I think 39. But still getting up there in age, and he's not going to be able to do this much longer because we know he wants to get into acting, and he has kids. So he obviously is wanting to go home. But like, how much longer do we see Roman Reigns? I know he's said how many years he's got, but nobody knows that. It's the adrenaline you get whenever you go out there that makes you want to keep going. So it's like, how much longer does Roman Reigns have until he finally is like, enough's enough. My career's been good enough. Let's call it a day. I don't know when you can do that in these storylines. It'd be really easy for him to do it right now. There's nothing they're doing with him. They're bouncing him from storyline to storyline, but right now the main focus is on this Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns storyline that we're trying to build because we know that they wanted, after seeing Unreal, we know they wanted Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania this year. So we know they're wanting that match, but where can we get it that would make it respectable? Can Rollins get back before Survivor Series? And if he can, that team of Rollins, Bronson, and Braun are most likely 9 times out of 10, and somebody else probably 9 times out of 10 is going to be on the War Games match, in which we would see Roman Reigns, CM Punk. Who else would join this? Reigns, Punk. We would probably see Sammy, Penta. That's already 4 right there. But we would only need 3. But I mean, I guess they could make an exception. But yeah, definitely a lot to think about after this week's Monday Night Raw. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I know this was a short one because I need to really focus on getting better thumbnails because that's what really attracts people. But I know this was a thrown together video, late video. My bad. But I don't know if I'll be getting an NXT review out just due to the fact that I wasn't home for half of it. So I'd need to go back and watch the whole entire show. So that would probably take until Thursday, and y'all wouldn't be excited about NXT on Thursday. So I don't know. Definitely will be trial and error. So I won't promise y'all anything. But without further ado, hope y'all enjoy this. I'll see y'all boys in the next one. Deuces.